Alright, what's going on, guys? Trev back again, here to bring you another video. This one's going to be doing another Better Call Saul video. I want to give my thoughts on the series. Now that we're well into our third season of the show, do I feel that Better Call Saul is a disappointment? And possible spoiler warning for this one if you haven't seen all of Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul. So I wanted to do this one because we're getting into Season 3 now, a pretty decent amount of the way, 30% through the season, getting into the 4th episode coming up this weekend, and been really enjoying Better Call Saul. Now, seeing Gus Fring come into the show this season really makes me think a lot of Breaking Bad, and that's why I kind of wanted to touch on this one and give my thoughts on whether or not Better Call Saul as a series by itself is a disappointment. So going into the show, finding out that it's a prequel, but that we would get some events of Jimmy afterwards, after the events of Breaking Bad, and also before. I'm pretty happy with what they've given us with the show. We're getting into our third season now, 10 episodes per season, and it doesn't look like it's going to be stopping anytime soon. It looks like they'll probably do a season 4. We haven't been officially renewed yet, so far as I know, but once we find out, I'll let you guys know if AMC does renew it. I'm expecting them to. It'll probably get a renewal. So with this series, there's certain things you can do, certain things that you can't do. Of course, because it's a prequel mostly, or it has to work inside the universe of Breaking Bad, everything has to sync up with Breaking Bad. So everything has to kind of connect the dots, so to speak, to the point where Breaking Bad starts, and for all of our characters to be in that position, for the beginning of Breaking Bad. For example, a character like Kim, you have Kim, for example, who was not in Breaking Bad. So we know that obviously something, as good as things are going with her and Jimmy right now, obviously something's going to happen, and when this series ends, her and Jimmy will not be together, or they won't be working together, they won't have much to do with each other, so obviously there's something in between. So the destination is already known eventually, and what we're seeing, which is exciting, is how we're getting there with Better Call Saul. Now let's look at Breaking Bad for a minute, and seeing Gus come back and all these things, it really just makes me want to watch Breaking Bad so much. Here's what's good about Better Call Saul. We get to spend more time with these characters that were killed off in Breaking Bad. Gus, of course, spoiler warning, is dead. He's been killed off in Breaking Bad. Mike's been killed off. Walter was seemingly killed off. These are things we know, right? We got to spend a good amount of time, but not that much time with those characters, Mike, Gus, and even Jimmy as well, too. Even though he's a heavy concentration in the end, we're getting to see a lot more from him now. We're going to spend a lot more time with him. And I appreciate all of that. I appreciate getting to see all the characters, getting to spend more time with them. Because it's a prequel, because of where it's at in terms of Breaking Bad being there later on, there's certain things they can do, there's certain things they can't do. And as far as like a sense of danger goes when you're watching Mike, it's cool to watch Mike, but you know that he's not going to be killed off at any point in time because we know his future story. We know that Gus is not going to be getting killed off at any time. Jimmy, all these characters, we know they're safe. So the sense of danger there is not the same as it was in Breaking Bad when, the future was not known. Now we know the future in this show, so by kind of what it is, by nature, premise of the show, we can't feel the same way as we did in Breaking Bad, which is why I think it would make more sense. They've done the drama, and they do that with the lawyers, which is kind of like worst case scenario, you go to jail, right? Which we know that Jimmy has done that now, and it's probably going to go to jail in the future again, and we'll have to see when eventually he falls out with Kim, and then they're not working together anymore, maybe not friends anymore. We'll have to see what happens, but we kind of know how it's going to end up. So as far as the drama and the sense of danger goes, it's limited because the destination is known. As a result, it's kind of like to me it feels like it can never really get to that same level that Breaking Bad was at in regards to that. In regards to the drama, it's dramatic, and we care about Jimmy, we care about his relationship with Chuck and the things they're doing with that, and I think that's all been really good. The comedy has been okay in Better Call Saul. I feel like Breaking Bad was actually more funny. Characters like Jesse and Walt and how they played off each other had a really great. They had a really great chemistry. Okay, sorry. So they did though, right? They did. They played off each other really well. They were hilarious, bitch. And it was, you know, I don't know. Breaking Bad just had this magic about it. So this is not a Breaking Bad versus Better Call Saul video. Obviously, going in, I did videos before, you know, Better Call Saul even started, saying that Breaking Bad, of course, is going to be better. We know it's going to be better. For me, though, I did think that they might put a little bit more into Better Call Saul. We get the 10 episodes a year. They're pretty good. They're paced a little slowly, to be honest with you. They're not paced at Breaking Bad pace. But still, it's pretty solid. So as far as the show being a disappointment, I appreciate that they're doing it so much. I love to watch it. I love to review it. I love to talk about it with you guys. I love that they're keeping the Breaking Bad universe alive on AMC. That's just fantastic because Breaking Bad is one of those, like, you know, trophy shows. I mean, it's like one of those, like, you know, shows that's just of such... It was just done so well that even by today's standards, it's like something you can go back and watch and enjoy it all over again. It's just such an amazing series. As far as Better Call Saul goes, I don't think it'll ever get to that level, but I really appreciate they're doing it. I'm not totally disappointed with it or anything like that, but I do feel like, you know, I kind of wish they could get it back to that Breaking Bad level, but I guess by nature, you know, by virtue of what it is, maybe that's not really possible. So as far as the disappointment goes, maybe I'm a little bit disappointed with Better Call Saul in that the episode number is always 10 and the pacing's not that crazy. So, you know, not that crazy fast like Better Call Saul or Breaking Bad was. But, you know, I'm still really enjoying it. So that's kind of where I'm kind of feeling with or Better Call Saul now versus Breaking Bad, is that I appreciate it for what it is. It's not the same level as a Breaking Bad. It probably can't be, no matter how well they write it. But I do feel like they've done a pretty good job, and I really do like to see the relationships Jimmy has and how he kind of became Saul. Him and his brother, who we knew nothing about in Breaking Bad really at all. You know, didn't even have the same actor cast or anything like that, as far as I can recall. Kim as well too, and just all the different characters have been really cool to see. So I hope that Better Call Saul continues on strong, and I would like to see some kind of resolution in the end for Jimmy, to see what happens in the future Jimmy, you know, and to see how that goes and see how many seasons it will last. If it does 5 seasons, if it lasts longer than Breaking Bad, that'd be kind of crazy. I feel like it's a nice companion piece or additional piece to the original Breaking Bad, but I think no matter what, it pretty much is guaranteed it's not going to be on that same kind of level that Breaking Bad was. So you guys can write your comments below. Let me know what you think about Better Call Saul. I've enjoyed it a lot, man, and I'm going to continue reviewing it until it ends pretty much. I hope you guys will stick around for it, and I hope you guys will stay interested in it, because I do really, really appreciate that AMC has given us this. They could have just dropped Breaking Bad and had that been it forever and never done any kind of Better Call Saul or anything. So at least we're getting this, you know. They can't redo Breaking Bad over again with new cast or something. That'd be a disaster. So yeah, it's good stuff, and I'm still enjoying Better Call Saul, even though it might not be at the same level as Breaking Bad. Write your comments below, guys. Let me know what you think. If you disagree with me, that's cool. Write your comments below on, you know, how you've been feeling about Better Call Saul. If you're disappointed with it versus Breaking Bad, just where you're at with it, let me know. And if you like this video, please thumb it up below. You can also share. You can favorite. And if you're new and you want to subscribe, don't forget to sub. Bottom left to subscribe. Click the button. And of course, as far as the Better Call Saul videos go, we'll have a review for you guys posted next week for episode 4. So always, it's Trev, and I'm saying peace. Later, guys. See you soon.